Hello everyone, welcome to a new Power BI dashboard video. In this video, we are going to create this beautiful sales dashboard in Power BI. If you want to follow along, the link to that dataset is in the description, or if you want to buy the dashboard, the link is in the description. So let's begin. To begin with, let me give you a brief overview of this dashboard. This dashboard has three pages. The first one is dashboard, the second one is sales, and the third one is budget. So the first one shows the overview of the whole dashboard. The second one is of sales. Let me just show you. So this shows order data, it shows a map, it shows profit by category, sales by category, and the third one is of budget. The third one, we are comparing our cost with the budget. So let's begin. So I have opened a new Power BI file, and our first step is to import our data into Power BI. So our data is in the form of Excel workbook. So we will select Excel workbook and we will select our data. Give it a minute. So our Excel workbook only has one sheet, so we will select this sheet and press load. So give it a minute. So we have successfully imported our data into Power BI. Our next step is to change the color of our canvas. For that, go to visualizations, format, canvas background, and change the color to this. Change the transparency to 0. Okay. So now we will start adding our images. For that, go to insert, image, and we will add all these images one by one. Let me just align them. Okay, so select all these images by pressing Shift, go to Format Image, Style, and change the scaling to Fit. Okay, so we have to resize them. So we will refer to our original dashboard and see the size of this. So the height is 223 and the width is 349. So we will select all of these. 323 and 249. Oh, sorry. 223, 349. Okay. So to align them, select all of these, go to Format, Align. First align them left and then distribute it vertically. Okay. Next, we have to add our navigation pane and we also have to add an image. So we will add this picture. So we go to Style, Scaling to Fit, resize it, and we will go to Format, Selection, and place this image to the back. Okay. Now we have to insert our navigation pane. For that, I'll go to Insert, Shapes, and select this shape. Resize it, and place it over here, and we will change the color to a black one. For that, go to Style, Color, and change it to black. Okay. Also, we have to remove the background, so go to Shape, Style, turn the background off, adjust these images accordingly. Okay, now let's insert our icons. I'll insert all of them. Okay, so I've brought in all the icons we have to use for this navigation pane. So I will place them here one by one. To align them, select them all, go to Format and align them vertically. Okay, so we also have to insert a small box on the back of this one. So I'll go to Insert, Shapes, and select this. Resize this. Wait a second. Move it to the back. And we have to change the color. So go to format, shape, style, change the color to this one. Okay, and turn the border off. Okay, so we are done with our navigation panel. So now we have to insert the boxes for our visuals. For that, we can refer to our original dashboard. We can just copy this for the sake of the video. So the size of this box is 185 over 240. So I'll copy it 3 times and I'll just align them. Okay, we have to insert a text box over here. So we will insert text box and we will write overview. Make it bold, change the font color to white and increase the font size. Go to effects and turn the background off. Okay, so we can move it here. Okay, perfect. We also have to add a bigger box for our graph. As we can see here. So our first visual would be sales by order month, the next for cost by order month, and the third one for profit by order month. So we will add a card. So this card will show us sales by order month. So we will go to our data and put sales over here. We will change the call out value. We will change the color. Okay, and we have to remove the background. We will remove the category label. Instead, we will turn the title on and rename it to sales by order month. We will change the text color to grayish one. Okay, and make it center. Increase the font size to 16 and just place it over here. Okay, so we have to change this 1.53 million to thousands. So we will go to display units and change it to 1000 and turn the decimal places to 0. Okay, perfect. Now we have to do same for other visuals. So I'll copy this card, place it here, copy this and place this here. Let's change the size of the callout value. It's too big. I'll make it 35. Okay, let's refer to this one. It's 32. 32 and 14. So make it 32 and change the title size to 14. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we have to change this for okay, so now we have to change this for cost for order month and this for profit for order month. So select this, go to fields and put cost over here. This one. Change the title, cost by order month. Okay, and for this one, this would be profit. So put profit here and change the title to profit. Okay, so now we have to add icons for these. So I'll go to insert, image, and add the icons. Okay, so I have added all these icons for these. Now we have to insert a black box on the back of these icons. For that, go to shapes, rectangle, and resize this box. Send it to back. Okay, go to format shape, and change rounded corners to 6. Go to style and change this to black. Turn the border off. Okay, let's make the color a bit lighter. Okay, now it looks good. Copy the same for both of these. Now we had to add our chart, which is sales by month. So for that, we'll be using a line chart. So go to visualizations, select this line chart, resize it, and we have to insert sales by month. For that, go to data, and in the x-axis, we'll have our sales date with only the month. Remove all the others, and in the y-axis, we will have sales. So drag and drop sales over here. Okay. So now we have to remove the background. So go to effects, turn the background off, and go to x-axis. We don't need the title, and change the color of the axis to this one. Similarly, do for the y-axis, turn the title off, go to values and change the color to this one. Okay. Okay, so now we have to uh, put this area over here. So for that, we can just select this area chart. So we made the line chart, we just moved to the area chart. So now we have an area chart, we have to change the colors of this. So for that, I'll just refer to the original dashboard. So we can go to effects and check the color of this. Just give me a minute. Okay, so we have to change the color of the line and these shaded areas. So to change the color of the line, go to lines and color and change it to this one. Okay, change the transparency of the shaded area. For that, go to shade area and make it 90. Okay, so now this looks good. Okay, so now we have to remove the title of this chart. For that, select this chart, go to format, general, and turn the title off. Resize this chart. Okay, and for the text box, we will copy this text box, place it here, and rename this to sales by month. Change the font size to 16. Okay. We will also rename our page to overview, and we also have to put a slicer, date slicer over here. For that, select slicer and drag and drop sales date over here. Go to format, general, effects, and turn the background off. go to visual, slicer settings, sorry, values, and change the font color to this one. Move the slicer here. Go to uh, visual, slicer settings, or turn the slicer header off and turn the slider off. So here we have our date slicer. Okay, so now we are done with our first page. For the second page, we can just duplicate this page. So just go to here, duplicate. For the second page, we don't need these visuals. So just select them like this and delete them. Move it here. Rename this to sales data. Okay, so our first graph is the table graph. So for that, we will refer to our original dashboard. So we have to insert this shape first. So let me just check the color of this shape. Okay, so to insert this, we will go to shapes, rectangle, and we will go to shape, change this to 6. We will change the color to the one we copied, and we will change the height to 300 and width to 700. Okay. Also remove the border of this visual. Now we have to insert the table. So for that, go to visualization and select this one. Place it here. Now we have to add the columns. So our first column is order ID. Select this drop down and select don't summarize. Our next one is, let me just see, sales date, customer name, product category, profit, and sales. So for sales date, we will drag and drop sales date. We will select this drop down and select sales date. And then we have customer name and product category. So for customer name, drag and drop customer name, then product category, then profit and sales. Okay, now we have to format our table. For that, go to general effects, turn the background off, go to style presets and change this to minimal. Okay, now go to values and change the text color to white. Change the background color to the one we used for the shape. Alternate text color will also be white and background color would be something like this. Make it a bit, this would be okay. Okay, we also don't need the grid lines, so we will go to grid, turn this off, change the border color to black. Also, we have to increase the row padding. For that, go to options and increase it to 10. Now we have to change the column headers. For that, go to column headers and change the background color to this one, the one we use for the shape, and change the text color to a grayish one. I'll select this one. Okay, do the same for the totals. For that, I'll go to total and change the background color to the one we use for the shape and text color to white. Also, we can increase the size of these values. For that, you can just go here and change the size. Okay, so this looks good. We just have to center the columns, the headers. So select your table, go to column headers and align them center. Okay, so we have created our first visual. Our next visual is the map visual. For that, I can just copy this shape, place it here and resize it. I will move this slicer a bit up. Okay, for the map visual, I will select fill map, place it here, and in the fields, the location field, we will enter the state or region. We'll go to format, map settings, and change this to dark, and we will turn off auto zoom. We can set this manually. Resize your graph like this. You can also turn the title off and turn the background off. So for the title of these charts, we will select this text box and copy it. Select the same and copy it here. So our first chart was order data and sales by order month. Rename it to order data. Change the font size to 16. Okay. And these are sales by order month. Change it to 16. Okay. Okay, great. The next chart we have is a bar chart, profit by category and sales by category. So let me just copy this shape. So as for the properties, the height is 297 and the width is 269. So we will insert a bar chart, place it here, and we have profit by category. So we will select profit and category, product category. So the category would be in the y-axis and the profit would be in the x-axis. So we will format this visual. We will first remove the title, go to visual, y-axis. We don't need the title for the y-axis, and same goes for the x-axis. So turn the title off, turn the title off, go to general, turn the background off, and change the color of these axes, the values. This looks good, I guess. Yes. Do the same for y-axis. Oh, sorry, x-axis. Change this to this. Remove these grid lines. For that, we can go to grid lines and turn them off. Now we have to recolor all these bars. So for that, go to bars and you can change the color of each bar one by one. For home and kitchen, let's go to our original chart and see what colors we are using. So for home and kitchen, we are using this purple color. Let me just copy this and I will paste this color here. For the next one, I will select the same, then go to more colors and move it a bit down. Okay. For the books one, I will select the most recent one, go to more colors and move it a bit down. Same goes for clothing and sports. Okay, so resize this. We also need a text box. We will just copy this one. So this is profit by category. We will copy the same shape, move it here, and copy this text box also. So our next visual is sales by category. So we will rename this sales by category. So we will go to visualizations and insert a donut chart for this. Resize this and we will insert sales in the values and category, product category into legend. Okay, so we will select this chart and go to home, format painter, and then select this one. So it will copy the formatting of this bar chart to the donut chart. So now we can just go to legend and remove the title. And for the data labels, you can go to data labels, label contents. We only need the category and percent of total. So we can select this and we need to change the color of these data labels in legend. For that, we will go to values and change the color to something, less lighter. Okay, we'll do the same for the legend. So go to legend, text, change the color to this one. Okay, so this looks great. So we are done with our second page. We are just left with this one thing. We will move this box to this here, move it to back. Okay, and we have to replace this icon with the brighter one. So I'll just copy this or move this here, delete this one, and in place of that you can place this one. Okay, and replace this one with the lighter one. So just delete this and move it here. Okay, so we are done with our second page as well. Moving on to the next page, we can just duplicate this page. We also need to rename this page to sales data. Okay. For the third page, we can just delete all these visuals. We don't need them. Delete them. We will keep the date slicer and this text box. This is now budget and expenses. Okay. For the navigation pane, move this to here and we need to replace this with the lighter version. So I guess it's in the first page. Let me just copy this. Okay, so we have it here. And we will replace this one with the brighter version of this icon. Okay. So now we have to insert different graphs for budget and expenses. For that, we will refer to our original dashboard. We can just copy this one shape for the sake of the video. I will show you the properties. The properties are the height is 300 and the width is 375. So we need 6 of these. So I will copy and paste these. Like this. I can align them to the top and then horizontally. And we need 2 of them down here. So just select and copy. For the last one, we can just drag it till here. Okay, So we have six different comparison graphs. First one is marketing and advertising. Second one is shipping cost, electricity, equipment, and maintenance cost. This is showing the total budget, and we are comparing it with the expense or cost. The first one is marketing and advertising. So for that, we will insert a text box and just copy this one. So it is marketing and advertising. Change the font size to 14 and change the font color gray one, lighter one, and turn the bold off. Okay. Now we have to insert a card for the total budget. Sorry, cost. So for that, take this, select this card, and this is for marketing and advertising. So for marketing cost, we can just drag this here, go to format, category label, turn this off, change callout value to 32, 30, go to general, turn the background off, and change the color of the color value to white. Okay. We also don't need the values after the decimal places. For that, you can change the value decimal places to 0. Okay, this looks good. Now we have to insert a line chart comparing the cost and the budget. For that, insert this line chart, and we have to compare marketing cost with the marketing budget. So we will insert cost and we will insert marketing budget. Sorry, we have to insert these into y-axis and the date in the x-axis. So we just need the year. We can remove other things, and now we will remove the extra things. We will remove the title. We will also remove the legend, and we also don't need the grid lines, so we will turn them off. Horizontal and vertical ones. And for the x-axis, we will turn the title off. For the y-axis, we'll also turn the title off. And we will change the color of these values to something a bit lighter. Okay, and same goes for the y-axis. Oh, sorry, x-axis. We will change the color to this one. We will resize our chart. Like this. Okay. So now we have to repeat these steps for all these graphs. We will do them one by one. So I'll just copy this text box. Let me just copy it for every graph. Okay. So now I will copy the card and paste it in each of these shapes or each of these graphs. Okay, perfect. Now we have to, for the shipping cost, we will just remove this field and insert shipping cost over here. For the electricity, we will remove this and we will insert electricity cost over here. For equipment, we will do the same. We will put equipment cost over here, and for the maintenance cost, we will put maintenance cost over here. Okay. Okay, so now we are done with our cards. We have to now copy and paste our line charts. So go to fields, and for shipping cost, you can just remove these and instead put the shipping budget and shipping cost over here and copy the same, do the same for electricity. Copy the same and do it for equipment. Okay, so we are done with our charts. Now we only have to change the color of these lines. So for that, we'll go to visual lines and we will change the color of the budget to a purple one like this, and change the color of the cost to a white one. So we will repeat these steps for all of these graphs. Okay, so we are done with our graphs. We only have one step left. Let's just rename this to budget and expenses. Now we have to create our buttons, or we have to, navigation buttons. For that, you can select each of these icons and turn the action on. For this one, we are already on the overview page, so we don't need to do anything. For the second one, go to turn the action on, go to page navigation and change the destination to sales data. For the third one, turn the action on, choose page navigation and select budget and expenses. Similarly, for this one, turn the action on and go to page navigation, change the destination to sales data. And for this one, we will go to budget and expenses. Similarly, do the same for the icons in the sales data. For these, we need to edit these two icons. So the first one will we will choose page navigation and overview. For the third one, we will select page navigation and budget and expenses. So now we have to edit this one. Go to page navigation, select overview, and for the second one, turn the action on, page navigation, and this one is for sales data. So now if I control and press these icons, so you see I went to the overview page. Similarly, if I click this, I'll go to the sales data page. So now we are done with our dashboard. Let's just remove these icons. Okay. Change the color of this map to purple. Okay. So our dashboard is complete now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thank you so much.